Germany.
What is the Germany payment?
I'm doing Germany now, man.
Down in the water to switch to the boat, you know?
Yeah.
What a joke, man. What a joke. What a joke.
Aeroplane, my man. They're doing it with the aeroplane.
Yeah, he likes
No,
to do that.
payback. They get speed with the plane and then they switch to the boat last
He
second.
do that last time on the motorcycle too, yeah?
Yeah, they've been doing that for like weeks already.
Yeah. Yep, bastard kiddies, man. Cheating all over the place.
Ducky, my friend. Duck, my best friend.
Always, finding that last part. time. I did my first loop. Time to get a copy.
You're king of the boats, Turkey. King of the boats, man. The boats.
I have to
Playing MK1 now.
yes, live stream.
My man, you waste your time, man.
Payback. You have a brain, Payback? Yes or no? I don't know. Click on my name, you can see the live stream.
I'm busy making a world record, man.
My goodness, man. Don't talk rababa, you know?
De Brockovich. 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 De Brockovich.
Why is this overlay not? Are you guys still here?
Yes.
Why is this overlay not? Are you guys still here?
Yes.
My overlay is not working apparently. Overlay not. Are you guys still here?
Yes.
My overlay is not working apparently. Overlay not. Are you guys still here?
Yes.
My overlay is not working apparently. Overlay not. Are you guys still here?
Yes.
My overlay is not working apparently. Overlay not. Are you guys still here?
Yes.
My overlay is not working apparently. Overlay not. Are you guys still here?
Yes.
My overlay is not working apparently. Overlay not. Are you guys still here?
Yes.
My overlay is not working apparently. Overlay not. Are you guys still here? My overlay is not working apparently. Overlay not. Are you guys still here? My overlay is not working apparently. Overlay not. Are you guys still here? My overlay is not working.
Dave, you give me later the pro settings for the rally rate, man. Later, man. Dave, you give me later the pro settings for the rally rate, man. Later, man. Dave, you give me later the pro settings for the rally rate, man. Later, man. Dave, you give me later the pro settings for the rally rate, man. Later, man.
Yeah, but it doesn't steer very well as is. Yeah, but it doesn't steer very well as is. So we have 4 nitros, that's correct. Yeah, but it doesn't steer very well as is. So we have 4 nitros, that's correct. 1, Yeah, but it doesn't feel very well. We have 4 nitros, that's correct. One. Yeah, but it doesn't feel very well. We have 4 nitros, that's correct. 3, 4, 1. Yeah, but it doesn't feel very well. We have 4 nitros, that's correct. 3, 4, 1. Yeah, but it doesn't feel very well. We have 4 nitros, that's correct. 3, 4, 1.
Come game again.
I think I have the arrow on 4 or something, Payback.
Come game again. Yeah.
I think I have the arrow on 4 or something, Payback.
Come game again. Yeah.
I think I have the arrow on 4 or something, Payback.
Come game again. Yeah.
I think I have the arrow on 4 or something, Payback.
Yeah.
I think I have the arrow on 4 or something, Payback.
Yeah.
I think I have the arrow on 4 or something, Payback.
Yeah.
I think I have the arrow on 4 or something, Payback. I think I have the arrow on 4 or something,
Could I give it to me quickly if you don't mind, man?
What's
Could I
that,
give
Payback?
it to me quickly? Starts on the rally rate, man. With the 959 rate.
What's that, Payback?
The arrow start by arrow, man.
Yeah, I think I have it on 4, Payback.
959. Okay, and then the diff.
What's that, Payback?
The arrow start by arrow, man.
Yeah, I think I have it on 4, Payback. One higher, I think.
And then the diff.
What's that, Payback?
One higher, okay, and then the gearbox in 10 probably.
One higher, 9.
And the diff.
Yeah,
but one higher, okay, and then we do it in slipstream. The gearbox in 10 probably.
If you do it in slipstream, then you do 10, yeah.
Yeah. Okay, and then the brake balance. Gearbox in 10 probably.
That is the last thing you need to do.
Okay, never mind that. Okay, and the sub brake balance come front. What is that?
That is the last thing you need to do. I don't know, I had it pretty soft because it's an off-road vehicle, right? But for the slipstream we have it pretty stiff, right? I don't know, I had it pretty soft because it's an off-road vehicle, right? Yeah, I don't know, you need to test that. But for the slipstream we have it. I normally use like for off-roading. I don't know, I use something like 2324, right? I don't know, you need to test that. But when we did it in slipstream we did that like on high-speed drifter or something. And then we had like more some sort of road setup which is like 8899 that like on high-speed drifter or something. You need to see what works for you on that some sort of road setup which is like 8899 that like on high-speed drifter or something. You need to see what works for you on that. Put it on something like 8899 that like on high-speed drifter or something. You start something with like 6677 or something like you need to see what that car does. You start something with like 6677 or something like and I had the I think I had the anti-roll bars on 9 and 10, something with like. But that was a bit too stiff, so I think I put it on 810 on my driver. And I had the I think I had the anti-roll bars on 9 and 10, something with like. But that was a bit too. And then if you have Donald, and then of course Cameron 0 0. I think I had the anti-roll bars on 9
Cameron
and
0
10.
0.
Yeah, Cameron is always 0 0. If you have Donald, need to ask that. That's always 0 0 on all my cars.
Cameron 0 0.
Yeah, Cameron is always 0
Anti-roll
0.
bar?
If you have Donald, need to ask that. I think I have it on 810. If it slides too much, if it oversteers too much, then you need to put it on 9. I think I have it on. I think I had it on 19 and I switched it because it didn't work very well on that track. It didn't oversteers too much, then you need to put it on 9. I think I have it on. I think I had it on 19 and I switched it because it didn't work very well on that track. It didn't oversteers too much, then you need to put it on 9. I think I have it. You need to play with that a bit, Pedro. On 19 and I switched it because it didn't work very well on that track. The arrow you put on like 3 4, right? You need to play with that a bit, Pedro. 3 or 4, what worked for you?
Typically don't turn, man.
The arrow you put on like don't turn, you put the arrow higher. To play with that a bit, Pedro. 3 or 4, what worked for you?
Typically don't turn, man. Don't turn, man.
Yeah, don't turn, you put the arrow higher. 4, eh?
Yeah, I'm 4 now.
And then you need to see, do you have wheel spin?
Yeah,
Don't turn, you put the arrow higher. 4, eh?
Yeah, I'm 4 now.
And then you need to see, do you have wheel spin?
Yeah.
If you have wheel spin on the front wheels, that means that your div is probably too much to the front and you put that one click to the rear, you know? If you have wheel spin on the front wheels, you have too much wheel spin on the rear, your div is probably too much to the front, then you put the div on click to the rear, you know? If you have wheel spin on the front, we have too much wheel spin on the rear. Your div is probably too much. Sometimes the div is the same as the arrow. Sometimes it's one click higher. Sometimes it's one click lower. You need to see what works. You know? Sometimes the div is the same as the arrow. Sometimes it's one click higher. Sometimes it's one click lower. You need to see what works. You know? Sometimes the div is the same as the arrow. Sometimes it's one click higher. Sometimes it's one click lower. You need to see what works. Sometimes the div is the same as the arrow. Sometimes it's one click higher. Sometimes it's one click lower. You need to see what works. Sometimes the div is the same as the arrow. Sometimes it's one click higher. Sometimes it's one click lower. You need to see what works. Sometimes the div is the same as the arrow. Sometimes it's one click higher. Sometimes it's one click lower. You need to see what works. Sometimes the div is the same as the arrow. Sometimes it's one click higher. Sometimes it's one click lower. You need to see what works. Sometimes the div is the same as the arrow. Sometimes it's one click higher. Sometimes it's one click lower. You need to see what works. Sometimes the div is the same as the arrow. Sometimes it's one click higher. Sometimes it's one click lower. See what works. Sometimes the div is the same as the arrow. Sometimes it's one click higher. Sometimes see what works. In general, if the car does not steer into the corner, right, then you usually need to put the arrow one click higher. If the car does not steer into the corner, right, that might result in the car. You usually need to put the arrow one click sliding too much, or oversteer or understeer, right? That might result. And then you need to adjust the anti-roll bar. Arrow one click sliding too much, or oversteer or understeer, right? And if it's off-road, then you put the suspension pretty soft, which is usually something like 2, 3, 4, whatever. Oversteer or understeer, right? And if it's on the road, you put the suspension pretty stiff, which is like usually something like 8, 9, or 10, whatever. Oversteer or understeer, right? And if it's on the road, you put the suspension pretty stiff, which is like usually something like 8, 9, or 10, whatever. But yeah, sometimes you see other settings out there. There are some people out there who are driving around with very. But yeah, sometimes you see other settings out there. There are some people out there who are driving around with. And on top, I always use the same answer on the keyboard. Settings out there. No matter what they're all saying, ESP off and traction off, that is all trash. And on top, I always put traction off. We are wheel spinning all over the place. No matter what they're all saying, ESP off and traction off, that is all trash. And on top, I always put traction off. We are wheel spinning all over the place. No matter what they're all saying, ESP off and traction off, that is all trash. And on top, I always put traction off.
What ESP? What does that do?
That's your stability control. And on top, I put traction off. So I always put that on as well, because otherwise, you know, that car is going stability control. And on top, I put traction off. So I always put that on as well, because otherwise, you know, that car is going stability control. And on top, I put traction off. So I always put that on as well, because otherwise, you know, that car is going stability control. So I always put that on as well, because otherwise, you know, that car is going stability control. So I always put that on as well, because otherwise, you know. And that's why you don't You don't copy settings from somebody else, you know. If we copy each other's settings, okay, we both drive on keyboard. Don't copy settings from somebody else, you know. That will work. But if you like, if we copy each other's settings, okay, we both driving on a controller, that will not work. That will work because they have way more steering. But if you like, if we copy each other's settings, okay, we both driving on a controller or a wheel, it's easier, you know, because they have way more steering. They just put the camber on 0, and they put the anti-roll bars on 10. And then they play around a little bit with the suspension, and all the rest is just 1 or 2 clicks on the arrow, and that is it. And that's for every car the same. But that doesn't work, you know. On the keyboard, if we put the anti-roll bars on 10 like they all do, that's too stiff for us in some cases. So now we have to go 9-10 or 8-10 or 8-9 or something in that order. But you need to read, you need to see what the car does at payback. You read the car, you know. Do you have grip? Do you have traction? Does your car understeer? Does it oversteer? You need to read that, you know.
Yeah.
And then you need to understand, like, what does mean for the sliders. If the car breaks out on the rear, then it's oversteering. Then you need to stiffen it up, in general. If it understeers, that means that you have the car too stiff, then you need to soften it up, either on the anti-roll bars or on the suspension. That's more or less what it comes down to. And once you get the hang of that, then it's easy, man. Then you tune every car, you know. But it's always the same story. That's why I've been messing with those settings so much, you know. Instead of just copying somebody else's settings, that never works, never. You always have to adjust that to your own. So I need 3 more nitros, 1 score breaker, and 1 fade magnet. Okay. We're getting somewhere with this shit, you know. I almost already completely upgraded this his plane. 1 more score breaker, and he already gets double points in skill tests, you know. So doing boat bogus?
I eat in a moment. I have a live stream on.
Oh.
Then I make some forward. I check out that I can get 30,000 with that MK1. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
That I can get 33,000 with that MK1. You know, I have my setup already. You know, but I need a moment to eat, and I can think so. The limit for that MK1 is 33,000. Yeah. And then I will do. 33,300 with a Frauscher, you know, big improve, you know. I can do a big improve with another slider settings, you know. Yeah, it's more hardcore, but it needs very good concentration, you know. Now the bolt will slide over the place, but it's faster, you know. It's only one little trick what you have to do. When the corner comes, you have to steer 20 meters first, you know. Then it works, you know. But it's a little hard job, right? You need to complete another brain, you know, to steer then, yeah.
Yeah. But I'm the same with my with keyboard, you know.
Yeah, you can make an easy settings on a boat or hardcore settings what goes faster, right? But then you need to complete another steering in a brain. It's big difference. There's one player on my live stream. He told me the settings, you know, for that Frauscher one. I'll show him the settings quickly.
Are you streaming YouTube or what?
Yeah, live.
Yeah. I can't go live at the moment.
But I make me 4 eggs, right? I have 2 breads with bacon, then 4 eggs on, and mayonnaise and ketchup, you know.
Yeah, I'm eating as well.
Oh.
I'm flying, you know,
Yeah.
for boxers.
Yeah.
Yeah, Mario had some, I don't know what. He has some stuff going on in real life, you know.
Yeah.
He can't play before Sunday, so I'm sort of flying for him, you know.
But that MK1 need a complete different setup, man, than the Frauscher, you know.
Yeah, I know.
Different setup. Yeah.
I understand it, Bogus. I understand. I'm starting to understand that tuning, you know.
Yeah, you understand it, man, as well. Yeah. But some people don't understand, yeah.
But not so much on the boat. I think you understand it more on the boat than I do.
Yeah, well, boat is my favorite one, you know.
On the car, I understand.
Yeah, it's on
Yeah, but you're not like, you know, understand the settings. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I know. I understand what the boat.
If my car doesn't steer enough, then I know I have to mess with the arrow. If it then oversteers, then I know I have to mess with the anti-roll bar, you know. But I don't know that boat if it does strange things. I don't know which slider to change, you know.
I don't. I come on a real boat live, yeah. I have real boat, you know.
Yeah, I know.
And then you understand what do the trim, yeah, the last button, yeah, trim forward or trim backward. That is very simple. It gives the weight in the front more or more in the back, you know. It's you know, you do more trim in the front, you can better steer, you know.
Yeah.
But you lose a little bit speed, you know.
Yeah, the trim I understand. That's like your steering sensitivity, right?
Well, the rudder is very, very important, you know. The rudder.
Yeah, that's that thing is rudder and that buoyance and all that trash. I don't know. I have no idea.
That was very special things.
I have no idea what that stuff actually does. Yeah, I know. Like there's one thing which sort of puts your nose a bit more out of the water, you know.
Yeah.
So I'm guessing that's the whole friction because then you have less friction with the water. That makes sense.
Yeah,
but then you have that buoyance. I have no idea what that buoyance does.
The top one, the weight one, does backside or front side. Yeah, weight.
Yeah, no, weight is for the speed, right?
Okay, and the rudder winkle, right? It says how quick it steers, you know.
Yeah, that's like that thing that's hanging in the water at
When
the
you
at the
have-
back
when
of
you
the
have it
of
to
the boat, right?
minus- When you have it to minus, your boat goes faster, right? But it's more
Yeah, but then it doesn't steer that great.
Yes,
So.
then you don't steer properly. It's yeah. You need to learn then to drive with them. You know. You need
I
to,
get all that. The only two that I don't really get is the hull friction and the and the buoyance.
So on the Frauscher it's very important. The rudder and the second last one, Reibungswiderstand, right? When I set my boat on the fastest settings, my rudder goes up to 1, only to 1, you know. And my Reibungswiderstand, the second last one, goes also to 1. Yeah, but the little trouble on it is, yeah, you see the corner? With another settings, you can steer nearly to the corner, right? But when you have that settings on, you see the corner, then you have to 200 meter away, you have to begin with a turn, you know?
Yeah.
Yes, but that gives you a faster speed, you know? But it's very hard to do, you know? It's not easy, you know? You make a long curve, you know?
One of these days I will
No, it's very tricky.
focus a bit on those things.
A boat,
Do some tests and see what they all actually do.
Yeah, and a boat, when a boat is a little bit sideward, right? Then he is faster. Yeah, when a boat is completely in the center, he have a speed. But when the boat is a little bit out on the center to the side, left or right in a corner, then it goes faster, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, that is you know, you have rudder and Reibungswiderstand, so maybe on full, then you can steer easy.
Yeah, I understand the rudder and all that, but
Yeah.
there's two sliders, hull friction and buoyance. I have no idea what they actually do.
Yeah, that I told you.
They make no sense to me. I can put them to the left, to the right. It doesn't change that much. Yeah, it changes the behavior of the boat a little bit, but
When you do the second last one to 0, your boat slides in a corner out of the way, you know. But when you come over a long straight line and you begin quicker with a turn, then you stay on your speed, you know. But you steer. Yeah, I tell you, you know. The corner comes, but 200 meters before you see the corner, you have to steer. Begin with it, you know. It's fucking hard. And on my steering wheel settings, you can feel it very, very perfectly. But it's not easy.
yeah, I get all that. I get all that.
Okay, get my Coca-Cola. My belly is full. Okay, I need one cigarette and then I start up again.
Yeah, just
Okay, one cigarette. Ah. Okay.
I just keep flying, you know.
What for?
I just keep flying because we have to. Yeah, he starts from scratch basically, right? So we have to upgrade 16 disciplines here in 7 days, you know.
Okay.
He has no parts on most of these things. He just has street race and rally rate maxed out, I think,
Yeah,
but to the maximum. But he doesn't have the yellow sets, you know.
This summit we have yellow parts. Yeah, I think so on silver. Yeah.
Yeah. So that's fine, right?
Yeah.
Don't have to worry about that.
Yeah. That was.
He will have a nitrochemist set after this summit, right?
Yeah, that was fine then.
But he mainly needs those score breakers, you know.
Yeah, the score breaker is very important.
He's fast enough in the time attacks. He just needs those score breakers to get those aerobatics and powerboat things going, you know.
He needs the score breaker. Score breaker is the hardest one to get.
Yeah, that's what I'm doing. I almost have it. I need one more. But I need 3 more. I'm doing the air race now, right? So that the other has a plane already. You know, we use that. The boat and the plane, you use it often in the skill test. That's the thing, with that. But yeah, it's been from last year, you know.
Yeah.
I don't know all these boxes anymore. I know the Miami, New York, and Michigan Forest. That route I know it perfectly. But the other boxes, I need to search it a little bit. But yeah, I have a loot digger already, so that's already a good thing. And I can open that box with that loot digger, and I'm getting double parts, you know. That helps. But yeah, as always, you know. It's refusing me to give this fucking score breaker here, as always. That's a nice one. We got one chemist extra, and here another one. That's 2 extra. Ooh, yeah. Now we're moving. Now we're moving. That's 5, and that's 6. So I need 1 score breaker, 1 nitro, and 1 fame, and his plane is done, mate. I'm only flying for like an hour or whatever. Maybe 1 hour and a half. I don't know. I'm just concentrating on score breakers and nitro chemists, right? Because that fame magnet and that loot digger you never use, and the sniffer plane he has, so that's fine. Just need the nitro chemist and the score breaker. But before you ever get that, you get the loot digger and the fame magnet usually.
Yeah.
Like now I'm missing 1 score breaker and 1 nitro and 1 fame magnet, you know. I already have the loot digger, I already have the sniffer. So I'm gonna get that fame magnet before I ever get that score breaker and that nitro chemist. I already know how that goes. We've been here, you know.
Yeah.
There have been 3 events, so we've been here 3 times. That of course is the benefit. Like that route from New York, from Miami to the... From Miami to Niagara Falls and then to Chicago and so. Yeah, I know that route inside out. I know every box there. If that thing starts pinging, I fly directly to the box. I know exactly where they are. That's a benefit we have on new players, obviously. Because they need to go search that little box. Some of them are a bit tricky, but if you know them, of course not.
Genau. Da siehst du meine Settings dann halt. Den ersten habe ich direkt getan als Fill-Up. Und die anderen alle mit pur und natürlich das Scorebreaker drin, ist ja klar, ne? 75%, 58, 15. Und dann habe ich nochmal die Profi-Einstellungen, die kannst du gucken. Ich fahre, wie gesagt, ausschließlich ohne Drifthilfe, ja. Wie gesagt, und das, wenn du dein Boot ganz, ganz schnell machen willst, dann ist dieser Schieberegler auf 1. Und dieser hier auch auf 1. Nur hier geht das nicht, dann kriegst du die Tore nicht. Ich kann hier noch ein bisschen drehen, ich kann also... Hier praktisch den Reibungswiderstand, den kann ich noch runterdrehen, mal gucken, vielleicht kann ich bis 5 gehen, dann werde ich noch schneller. Also ich denke mal vielleicht in 300 und dann müsste ich aber parallel, wenn ich den jetzt hier runter tue auf 2 oder 3, müsste ich die letzte, sagen wir sehr wahrscheinlich auf 3 oder 4 tun. Da habe ich ein bisschen Ausgleich und dann könnte ich eventuell die 300 schaffen, ne? Die 33, 300. Wie gesagt, das ist halt, ja, Tüftelarbeit, ne? I have one friend here. On a YouTube channel, he asked me for the settings, you know, and I show him, yeah.
It's fine, bogus. I'm not live. You can talk whatever language you want.
Yeah, it was German, yeah.
Yes. I understand that, bogus.
Yeah, man. But the problem is, when I give GNU my settings, you know, he will cry.
Yeah, that's the other thing, yeah.
Another problem is now, when he use also his steering wheel, you know, he don't make the same settings. He have his boat still on 180 degrees or 360, that won't work, you know. I have all my boat sliders on 0 in the game, and my degrees is from 40 to maybe 60, yeah, that's it, you know. 40 up to 60, that is the limit, the bandwidth, you know. Sharp corners, so I can go on, maybe on, I have to go, so maybe on 40, right? And some other things I use every time, so maybe 60 degrees, yeah? So the maximum I will tell you, when it's a long straight line, I can do 300 degrees, you know what it is, yeah? Yeah. But sometime I use 60 degrees, you know, that is perfect for the boat. But in-game, all sliders on the steering to the left. You need a direct driving, yeah? Direct drive feeling, you know? When I drive cars or so, yeah, so I have a high precision setup, you know, yeah, yeah. But on a boat, I have 0. Same as on a hovercraft. So on a hovercraft, I do linearity sometimes 1 click only, you know. Or 2. Maybe mangroves need 2 clicks on, yeah, that you don't oversteer, you know, too much, you know. Yeah. But the sliders from the wheel have to do, yeah, boat, hovercraft, and jet sprint need 0, 0, 0 on wheel settings in the game. And all another one I do high precession, yeah, 180 degrees, yeah, 160 degrees, yeah.
We'll come to back in about 4 or 6 weeks. We come back to that. When I have my wheel back, then I'm gonna test some proper things.
Yeah, and GNU's knives on every time. So I tell you, GNU,
Yeah,
your boat won't
like,
work with my
I
settings.
don't understand that, Bogus. I really don't.
Yeah, when you
Guy has a wheel and he's playing on fucking controller every day. I don't understand.
Yeah.
Yeah, I can understand it for some things, you know.
Yeah, but you never
like
learn
for a bike or so, you know, I understand.
But you never learn it, you know.
Yeah, but you can't drive a bike with a wheel.
But I
that I already saw the first day I drove on that wheel. That's that's not possible. Just not possible.
Yeah, that's a problem, yeah. So, let me do one run, man, with my fucking Frosher, man. Ba-ba-da-bam. Ba-ba-da-bam.
I need one of these bug boxes, man. Seriously. I haven't had one yet. You know those things that open a couple of times? It's perfect. That is very, 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 very nice here. Got the nitro cans. So, we got the nitro sets together. So now I need to take a fuck that with that train magnet. I'm not gonna bother with that. So I just need that one score breaker and this plane is done. Then we can switch to the other plane or something. Oh no, that's not fast enough. Yeah, but it needs it though, because we have an aerobatic equipment. I'm not following this fucking pisspot train. Oh, I need an Asbach. You know an Asbach? No, it's not an Asbach in German, is it? What's an ash tree in German, Bogus?
What?
Ash tree.
Aschenbecher.
Aschenbecher?
Aschenbecher.
Because I know I ordered in the hotel in Germany, and we asked for an Asbach, you know. They gave us a they gave us a cognac, you know. Asbach-Uralt. Asbach-Uralt, you know, cognac. Yeah, in Dutch, right? In Dutch, an ash tree is Asbach, right? So we thought it was Asbach in German, you know. So in the hotel we wanted an ash tree and we went to the counter and we asked for an Asbach. And he, oh yeah, Asbach, oh, kein Problem. They brought us an Asbach-Uralt. works, payback?
What?
Does it work, your race stuff?
I'm playing street now, man. I'm gonna check it out now.
There are certain disciplines where he has no pause, right? So if I come across like a green box or a blue box, I just open them with like one of those vehicles that he doesn't have anything on, right? That goes fastest, man. It like jumps up 14, 12 points, 14.
Yeah.
Oh, fucking piss pots. Where am I? Canada or something?
Yeah.
Go back to the game area. I was smoking a cigarette, you know? Let the plane do his thing. Game set, no smoking. Oh, whoa, brake, God, brake. Ooh. Come on, man, give me that fucking score breaker that we are just rid of this plane. But there are a lot of people doing this though. Because I'm running into people on every fucking box here almost. Yeah, it's anniversary weekend, all week long. Yeah, I'm probably gonna, on my account also, get like an extra set for the dragster or so, you know. Just need one score breaker here and then I have the plane ready already. Yeah, you know at the end, you know how that goes. It's like you need to find that one piss pot part, you know. It's okay, you can use like, if you find the loot digger set first, you can open the box with the loot digger, then you have more chance of getting more parts. You get it anyway, you don't need that loot digger, but yeah, I get it anyway, you know. Okay, let's fly to Vegas, there are some boxes there, Salt Lake City. And then I've done like my first route. And then I can start again in Miami. I'm gonna have to look because now I'm doing like Seattle, Las Vegas, but that is like lots of forest trash. Here's another one. Level 1266, but he's still opening buckets though. Yeah, you have to. You're missing a set. This is like ideal, but it fucking refuses me to give that one spell breaker. You know how that shit goes. Bay magnet there. No, actually. It doesn't matter that much. The only problem is the box. The box is a problem. That's north. We go to but North Las Vegas is behind us. Collect that pilot menu card because it's only purple. The green box, okay, not a problem. We opened that with the boat, eh?
Yeah.
Look at this. Goes from 195 to 212. Oh, come on, mate. Just half a centimeter short, you know. Oh, what? Is what snow? Oh, I hate snow. Snow is not something we want. Not now. Not when you're flying around.
Is it easier to spot the boxes, man?
What?
Easier to spot the boxes.
Yeah. That's true, but
Now.
yet you say that it's not always true, Bebek. Yeah, the problem with the plane is yeah, but it usually, that snow usually comes with, like, you know, some fog as well, and don't really see where you're flying. Bit of a pain in the ass. We know it's going to get a bit annoying at the end, but at this moment it's pretty doable because I still have boats, planes and cars to upgrade, you know, that he needs to do here. So that's there's a box on the water, you can do your boat, you can do your plane, all that kind of shit. But it works fine. Let's see. You need that plane as well. Powerboat, touring car. Okay, let's try to get that powerboat touring car. Come on. Okay. Loot digger. PowerBoat. It's relaxing, you know. It's relaxing flying around. It's relaxing flying around because he needs so many stuff that you always get something, you know. We are not on the prestation part yet where you need that one part and you can't get it. That's for later.
Yeah.
He had like no parts on his PowerBoat, now it's already 250. So it's actually, you know, satisfying and relaxing at the same time. Relaxed ride. But of course we know in the back of our mind that we're gonna get the frustrating moments where you need that one fucking score breaker that you don't get. They're making good progress. One Fey magnet in the air race, but that doesn't matter. Other than that, he has like 34 out of the 35 parts, so all yellow. So in air race he can already do low altitude, he can do aerobatics. You just need to max out the skilled ones in. Yeah, exactly.
No, I get green.
Wait, I think I can do it probably later. Come on, mate. I'm more than far enough from this spot shoot.
Pop. Yeah, he gets the next that summit when he win in silver, right? He get a new maker.
King Duck.
I improve
Yeah,
payback
but
with a little tiny bit setup here to change. I improve.
actually it would have been better if you would have had like another set, you know.
What for?
It would have been better if you had another set.
Yeah.
Street race is like the last thing you want to know.
Ducky,